And your voice is so sexy.
That's the main thing. Hello, everyone. We hope you're all doing beautifully well. We're starting the Mahdi campaign. It says day 6 here because the first 5 missions, due to the role play of this campaign, have been on armor. And if you remember day 5, if you watched that in armor, we secured the airfield so that we can now bring the Grim Reapers on. The idea is that we're on the big, massive island, tropical island of Tanoa, and we are trying to rid who's a comparison? A dictatorship, if you like, a Gaddafi-style dictatorship. The bad guys who he commands are mostly ground forces with a very limited old Soviet air force, but not a hardcore air force. So that's what we're fighting against. So, starting with this mission. The ethos of this campaign that I'm going to start and then hand off to someone is that we're going back to a bit of PvE here, which means us, humans, against computer guys. The computer guys, the red side, will have a little bit of human help. There will be some red for humans, but not much. It's mainly most of us are together on the blue side, okay? And the idea is, since we've last did our PvE style campaign, think coffee campaign, something like that, that we've had loads of new weapons that have transformed DCS and made it much more difficult to give you a challenge. Now we've got a Hornet that can fire anti-radiation missiles. We didn't have that before. We've got SLAM cruise missiles that will travel over the whole map. We've got INS guided munitions, JDAMs, JSOWs that we can toss God knows how far, 70 miles or something, and the list just grows, right? So me as a mission designer has to find a way to challenge you now that you have those weapons. What I don't want to do is restrict you having those weapons, because then you'll all get annoyed and go and join somewhere else. So I've got to find a way of restricting you, and that's what we're going to look at today. It's a test, if you like, and this is the real campaign, but we're testing for difficulty at the moment, okay? So let's just go through in this logical fashion. Blue side, which is 90% of the humans. All fast planes are starting at Sochi. All subsonic planes or sub 500 knot planes are starting at Gwadala. Okay. Next is the Sukumi is not a base, so just imagine it's not there at all. If you have to land in an emergency, I guess it could be a strip of concrete, but that's about it. Next is the FARP, which is about 30 miles. Sorry, I didn't put distances, but you guys must know this map off by heart by now. Next is the FARP, which is about 30 miles away from the Zugdidi Dam and the combat area. Note that the FARP is a normal FARP. It is road bound, so Harriers and Vigans can land there and turn around and operate from there if they want. They have to take off from Sochi, but they can operate from the FARP. Okay, and that's where obviously the choppers are going to be starting as well. Above the FARP, which has missile protection to stop Red 4 coming in and shooting these things down, we have a AWACS. We also have a tanker group. They are flying in formation with each other at 20,000 feet. TACAN 11 to 13. They're together, so just type in any of the TACANs. 1 KC-135 male, 2 MPRS females. You almost certainly will be refueling today, I imagine. Because it's a me campaign, I've got easy communications on. All you do is just find a tanker that's got the right male or female bits, stand behind it, and then contact them through the comms menu, and that will automatically contact that one. Okay, that's how you use easy comms, so you don't have to worry about freaks and stuff. Okay, hold. If we keep going west, next we've got something I wanted to add in for, I don't know if realism, but dynamics. I wanted to start adding artillery. So we can actually start getting real artillerymen in and real JTACers. We've got an artilleryman in today, an MLRS operator. Say hello, Jolly.
Hello.
And he's going to be playing as the artillery guy, as the MLRS battalion. We have, at that point where I'm pointing, where it says manpads, we have 1 battalion of MLRS in the format of 4x3. And we have 1 battalion of 150mm artillery in the format of 4x3. I don't know if that's realistic or not, but that's what I've gone for. That's also protected by manpads, so it does have some protection, okay? And that is within those, just for the sake of ease at the moment, that is within fireable range of basically everything that it's going to need to fire at to keep things simple. Okay, guys? So that's all the blues. The red, and regarding landing at bases, land wherever you want. Wherever is a blue base, you are welcome to go land at. Land at the FARP if you want to land at the FARP. Okay. Next for the red. The red humans are starting at Kutaisi there. They're red planes, and they follow the same rules as us, you know, one life. That's it. They just fight. Their job is to not necessarily shoot us down, get kills per se, but is really to stop us doing the bombing. If they can stop us doing the bombing by whatever means, then that's the Reds' job today. Okay, causing as much confusion as possible. Now, there are no geographical restrictions. Anyone can go anywhere they like today. But obviously, I can't just put all of the hostiles everywhere because there's a limit to what we can do in DCS. So what I've done is I've just used, for the in terms of the bad guys, one large grid square. That's 20 by 20 miles. It's a combat area of Kilo November 5-3 to Kilo November 8-1. So you can put that down in your diaries or your knee pads today. That is where all of the bad guys are going to be. That's the only area of Tanoa that I've actually simulated in terms of the bad guys, okay? Hold. Restrictions. You can respawn if you disconnect, or if you have a formation collision outside of combat, or if your engine stops outside of combat, see Huey, whatever, or if you crash on takeoff. You know, these are massive multiplayer games. Some people go down to 1 frame per second when taking off, so it's fine. Times. 0 is the game's start, which is going to be 5:30, just so you know. I'm going to put that there. Takeoff is allowed from 15 mics, so you've got 50 mics to get everything prepared, at which point we will phase the blues. We're going to phase what we send out. We'll probably send out SEAD first and so on. We'll decide what to do, okay? And we must terminate, stop dropping bombs. That means at 90, so that is going to be 0700 local is going to be termination, okay? Sweet, I'll just copy over that, shall I? 0700, that's that. And finally, let's look at today's mission. Combat area, we've talked about. Within the combat area, the following red units are there. 40 times T90s. They are in pairs, and they are simulating having a battle with the blue guys. Now, there are no blue guys in there, because if I made 40 tanks fight 40 tanks, your server would crash immediately. So you've got to use your imagination a bit. So to simulate the fact that they are in battle, or supposed to be in battle, they're moving about. There are no still tanks, so I've automatically wiped out all of your INS GPS Wagner weapons. Okay, slams aren't going to work, J-Salves aren't going to work, J-Dams aren't going to work. You've got to go and hunt these guys down to the Oscar Mike. Okay, the red number next to it means the amount that you have to kill to complete the mission. Okay, and if we don't complete the mission, I'll make it, you know, so next time it's harder or something like that, or you get less weapons or something. Okay. As well as that, so that's the main meat of what we're taking out today, guys. Okay. As well as that, we've got 60 times media MLRS. Is that the right MLRS?
Yep. Right.
Yep. MLRS, multi-launch rocket system. Yep. Sorry. Of the Russian type, probably Grads. No, what they're called, Smirches, I imagine. They are ordered in 5 times battalions. Sorry, and they will probably be Oscar Mike as well. We have to kill at least half of them, as well as the 20 T90s to win the mission. Okay, guys? Next, SA6s. There are 4 times suites in there, just basic SA6s. Like I said, this is not a rich country. They've got 60s gear and a few modern tanks and rocket launchers. It's not an SA10 type scenario. Okay? You don't have to kill any, but obviously, because this is a small area, you will have to kill them all. Otherwise, we can't get the A10s and the guys in that are going to do the damage. Same thing with Zeuses and Strellas. They'll be dotted all over the map. No, you don't have to kill any, but if you don't, well, at least if you don't, then you're going to have a hard deck, okay? So if you're not going to kill all of the SA13s, then, which you can probably kill with harm missiles, then we've got to have a hard deck of Angels 20 AGL. And we don't want to kill, if we don't kill the Zeuses, we'll have a hard deck of 6,000 AGL, something like that. Okay, guys? Extra note. Red 4 may control the SAM. So if you're a Red 4 guy and you get shot down, don't just go and rage quit. Go and jump into Strela on combined arms and go and shoot Simon or someone down. It'll be fun. Okay? Remember that the blues, we're controlling our artillery, so you can control your artillery as well. Okay? Lastly, blue FAC A's. Blues can have a FAC A. It's the first time we've ever done this, so we're going to see how it goes. The FAC A's are the guys that are going to send the coordinates back to the fire mission, back to Jolly, who's going to control the MLRS's and the the artillery batteries and put big artillery, because we've done an interview and of Jolly, and that interview will be coming out in a few days, saying how effective stuff like Steel Rain is compared to, say, a Hornet with some bombs. You wipe out, whole city blocks with these things. It's crazy. And that's what we're going to be looking at using in this campaign. Okay? FAC A guys are allowed to send coordinates back, yeah, but to nerf them so that they're not OP, then a FAC A can't use any guided or cluster munitions, basically any useful weapons. So I'm a FAC A today. I'm going to be sending coordinates back. There will be multiple FAC A's in the next mission if you want. There'll be one today just so we can test it out, make sure it all works. I'm not allowed to use any guided or cluster munitions, making me basically useless except for my FAC A ability. Does that make sense?
Yeah, can you use smoke? Willie Pete?
No, because he's got no way of seeing it. He's 30 miles away.
Not for the rest of us.
That's why I need a
Oh, you can do whatever you want, Ella. You can use any weapons apart from the nuke.
Copy that.
Anything you like, okay? But we're trying to do kind of sort of realistic type tactics. So we're thinking if anyone goes below 20,000 feet in this mission, they've probably done something wrong, because that's where that's when you're going to start getting shot by SA-13s and stuff. But anyway, it's up to you guys. Any questions about the rules or stuff like that before we go to the groups?
Yeah, am I restricted to stay at above 20,000 because I work better down low?
It's up to you, Ella. It's up to you. It's completely up to you. You do whatever you want, but I'm just going to say what you'll need to do probably to survive, and then you can
take out those. Yeah, copy that. Got you.
Okay.
I think you'll struggle to get a fully loaded A10C up to 20,000 feet in that distance.
I'm about to find that out. Yeah.
I got a point of interest for you. I don't know if this is going to do this in the game, but in real life, if you guys call for artillery and I got rockets inbound, you better clear out.
Get out the way.
Close is 2 kilometers, and if they have warhead event over your your plane's coming down too.
I'm not going within 20 miles of it, basically, so that should be
I
fine.
want to see that.
Roger.
I'm eager to find out if this will happen.
Is it only red air, the human air, or is there AI air as well?
No, only the humans. I'm tempted. If we start adding AI air, I think that'll probably kill the server. That'll probably be too much.
Just to give us an idea of what we're facing, but that's fine. Thanks.
Roger. Anything else, guys? Let's look at today's teams. Now, the role I've assigned you is just a suggested role, because I just thought that plane would probably be good for that. But if you want to mix it round, that's completely up to you. So these are not hard and set rules. So for Hammer, which is probably going to be Cap, a couple of F-14s for shooting down Red Fort, Whistler and Skill. Top Hat is an F-15. Obviously, that's going to have to be Cap. That's going to be Grump. Sabre is probably going to be a mixture of ground attack and combat air patrol, I imagine. It's up to them. Bear, Chopstick, Dove, Latham. Wildcat, I thought they've got really good SEAD missiles, much better than a Harm. So if you want to do SEAD, that would be cool, guys. We've got Blood, Tebro, Bean, and Skay. Hello, Skay. Stupid Guts, probably Cast Das mixed, I imagine. Obi, Frisco, Stoke, Roadkill. Friggin' no one wants Mirage or Flankers today, boo. No one wants a Vegan today, boo. Excuse me. Bratwurst, we've got Harriers, which are obviously going to be air to ground. Maybe a little bit of SEAD. Cypher, Grizzly, Cover, Tanky. Currywurst is an F5. Tail is going to be Wild Weaseling. That's fine. Link up with another group, Tail. You need to link up with the group if you want to be useful at Wild Weaseling. It's no good shouting on guard. Jaeger is empty. Kraut is really popular today. I really didn't think it would be. It's the A10s. So RC, Cap, and I'm the only FAC A today. Is it FAC A or AFAC? It's FAC A, isn't it? Yeah. Hooja, Nightmare, Mike, Ruby, Elo. So these guys need protecting. Kraut are probably going to do the most damage today, so we'll need protecting. Helicopters. We've got... and by the way, helicopters doing exactly the same job as everything else. Okay, nothing different. You're coming in and killing everything as well. And you've got all the same threats as us to worry about. So just bear that in mind in however you're going to fly. Basically, standoff is what you want. You've got Red, Le Crêpe, Dragon, Starscream, God, Free Jones, and Spectre. And the baddie waddies are Sea Eagle, Talonsky, Ghost Slovak, and Signorikov. Oh, there you go.
Who
guys.
did that?
Silly boys. Silly boys, aren't they? And you can fly whatever you want, guys. That's up to you. And you can go and use combined arms if you want and come and shoot us down with Strellas. Excellent. Next, we need to go in planning because this is something we have to organise. Who takes off when, who's further ahead of who, and that. So it's probably easiest if we stay here and Reds bugger off.
Okay.
Yeah, beat it.
Bugger off, Red.
Right, guys.
Somebody has it.
I mean, as long as I can get Jolly on Discord, then we're going to be fine. Jolly, you'll be on my Flight Freak, which is 131. 131. So as long as you can hear me on that, then we're cool for doing the trial RT. Any questions from Jolly, first of all? Because this is the first time here. I'll take that as a no.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be in a
SRS?
plane.
No, he's just going to be in a tactical commander slot. Okay?
Cool.
I'll take that as a no.
SRS.
Well, we are an SRS, yeah, and our guard is going to be 243, and our flight freaks are our flight freaks, and we've got chariot one way on 241. So I better go and write that down in my kneeboard standby. Remember, you don't need freaks for tankers today. So we've got 131 for FAC. We've got 243 for guard. And we've got 241 for one-way magic. Okay. Right, guys. Whoever's got a brain, start planning. Go. Have fun.
We should go boom boom.
Oh, you wanna
You
go
did say
boom?
131 for FAC, correct?
Yeah, Roger.
Cap
Will
should
be-
hold off until Cap flies over and gets ahead of Cap.
Yep.
Cap
Well, it's going to take us so
protected.
long. It's going to take us so long to climb to altitude, though, especially if we're going to meet
Well, I'll
up
tell
with
you
the tanker.
what, there's no harm in us. As long as we get to Sukumi, that's SAM protected. We can hang around to Sukumi 40 50 miles away. We're in no danger
Either way,
there.
but we need to have Cap.
All right,
front
well,
of
let's
us.
put a hard, not deck, but what I'm trying to say is, let's put as far as you can go if you're a bomber, and you're not going under some weird 500-foot mission, just a normal bomber. The furthest you can go is the FARP until Cap is in place and calls us in, right? Because you know it's like the Harriers will fly ahead and they'll get shot down, and then I'll be like, well, why were you flying ahead? So that's the first rule, okay? Which probably Sen.
Is a Sukumi a blue trophy?
Sukumi is not a base today.
Zero.
Copy.
Okay. I'd like you to take off in your flights today properly at the same time. So we need to get the order of takeoff. So who's Cap? It is Hammer and Top Hat. Can you guys merge into one group? Just Hammer. So Hammer will go first. I'll be calling them to take off at 15 past. Who goes next? Is it SEAD net? Who's SEAD today?
The Jeffs will go in with the LD10s and take the SA6s out.
Okay, I'll give them 3 minutes head start. They're going to be faster than you anyway. And then I'll send Wildcat off. What are the Stupid Guts doing today?
What is stupid guts? Is that the Hornets?
Yes, Obi, it's the Hornets. It's you.
Well, I'm just trying to figure that out now, because when I thought it was limited weapons, my original plan was going to be low-level snake eye attack on the SA6s, but that'd be pointless now because the Jeffs will be able to.
Jeff will nail it, yeah, there's no doubt about
Yeah. So I'm kind of trying to think of something that's not just sitting up, dropping laser-guided bombs.
Oh, that's the
Trying to think of
problem.
something-
Welcome to new DCS. It's a problem.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to think of something more. Maybe we'll try and hunt the SA-13s. I don't know.
Yes, that would be a useful thing to do because otherwise because they're hard to get, people will ignore them otherwise. So I'm going to give you a hard deck Stupid Guts of 20,000 feet. You'll be taking off third. That's stupid. Make sure you get in a runway order of this, guys, because Stupid Guts. Okay, you guys are going third. Right after that. Oh, Saber, what's your job today?
Cap cast.
Right, I'll send you. I mean, we're going to have some cap up ahead of you anyway. I'm going to send you after Stupid Guts. So I'm going to send you Saber. Okay. That's all of the top guys done. Next, Harriers. You'll go next. So that is Tail. Do you want to tail on with Harriers?
Yeah, I can do that.
Because I get the feeling they're going to be reactionary cap, whereas A10s are a little too slow to be reactionary. So Brat, I'm just going to put you in Brat first. The Harriers, you're going to be 5th. Choppers. When should Choppers? I don't want them to get in too soon because they'll all get shot down. I'm going to send Choppers next. Choppers. Okay, guys. And then that is, I guess, going to be me next. So that's going to be Kraut. That's going to be A10s. And that's it. Any questions about our takeoff order? I think it's going to be fine by the looks of it. And it keeps us roughly structured.
Do you want me to go and find a hide or stick around in the Bach area or what?
Well, what I've done is I've tested the area that it's in, and you've got good coverage from that area. So unless you need to hide, like a MiG-21s can come and attack you, I would stay roughly at least in that area. If you want to camouflage up a bit against some trees, that's fine. But the area is good for coverage of hostiles. Wow, that's a lot of planes. Look at those planes.
Cap, over.
Son!
We're just taxiing down now. Is there a place we can slot in? If you follow where we... you come to the same side of the Hornet. FM, yeah. Roger, we'll... if you follow where we came up the runway, we'll go further down and leave a gap point. And where is that? Gonna turn like right one ahead into the right, and then you should be able to pull in behind the 14. Roger, I think I see you where we need to get.
Jeffy Weffy Weffies! Jeffy Weffy Weffies!
Yep, and then take, Blood Knock, take your next right, and then hold short.
Okay, Hammer, it's your turn to take off. Take off, get on target, and good luck.
If I'm where about. Could you advance a little bit?
Next guys to take off will be the Jeffs, +3.
Thank you. 5 Harriers, take the active before them behind you. Active is clear. This is Walker Flight Wheel, ready for takeoff.
Roger, wait, 90 seconds.
Cap, we're heading to the FARP.
Okay. Wildcat, confirm, ready to leave?
Wildcat ready to leave.
Wildcat, take off and get on task. Be careful to stay behind the Cap, who will be cruising fairly slow.
Roger, Wildcat, thank you.
Next to go will be Stupid Guts Hornets in +2 minutes.
2 minutes for Hornets coming. So you have the runway clear. We're on the DCS page. use whatever I have the bombs set to.
Stupid Guts, Hornets, confirm ready for takeoff.
Hornets ready to take off.
Please take off, attack, but keep 2 minutes separation behind the SEAD. Wildcat, please.
Copy all, Hornets rolling.
Next group up is Sabre, plus 2 minutes.
So Sierra runway 7, flight 4, F-16s are ready, waiting 2 minutes. Stupid Guts, maintain 11 mile separation to cast light.
Okay, the cap's just passed overhead. Sabre, please confirm you're ready to go.
Sabre ready. INV.
Please take off and no restrictions on flight.
Sabre, running runway 24. What did you say? Should be able to change. Okay, I'm in inventory. The GBU 12s are selected. Then inventory, GBU 12. Then GBU. And choose GBU 12 and use your laser code. Yeah, I got it now. Go back to the very first page. Select INV. I'm there now. I'm gonna go with 1456. GBU 12 number. And it should be inventory select. Then choose GBU.
Grab first, you're all taking off plus 1 minute.
Then choose GBU 12 again, and then should give you a at the bottom, right? I got it now. We're good.
Don't worry, Harry, you just take off whenever you want, mate.
Make sure. Make sure it says the code under the right code for the bombs. It does now. Do I need to set up maybe on fight thing? They are actually killing stuff. Just take off. We'll discuss this in there. Are we set, Cap?
Yes.
Here we go. You want to orbit, or do you just want to head out?
Cap,
just
this
head out.
is Hammer. We have bandits at 76 and 75 miles, respectively.
Roger, engage. The last ground attackers are taking off now.
This is why we take off later.
That's perfect. They're like 20 miles ahead.
Rotating. Left turn.
Follow the lead. They've all ignored you and gone the other way. Why is that?
Because he said left turn and he turned right. I said left turn and I turned right.
Jesus.
Stupid. You're still at, let's come back around. We're going to go to all flights pop up, single ship. East of the FARP, 31 miles. Angels 5, tracking northwest. Check your RC, check it. Checking gear. Hammer flight, bra to single ship, 09048
Charlie,
miles.
com check,
Angels
131.
4 descending.
Copy.
Just checking.
Magic, Gruntmeister, give me a vector bearing to your location.
Okay, we are... Copy, hold on. About 110. Gruntmeister bearing to my location, 111, 12 miles, Angels 26, circling the farm.
Copy is breaking out to provide you cover.
Hammer flight, first target has faded, pop-up, second flight, 08744 miles, Angels 13, tracking northwest.
Remind me to set my curves for this plane next time I fly.
Hammer flight, pop-up, single ship, Bra 07824 miles, in the, Angels 5, cold.
Roger, Tonnen 075.
Whistler right off your nose, 21 miles, descending through Angels 4, cold.
Yeah, let's receive Hammer flight. I'm gonna angle slightly left to get a shot on him.
Okay, RC, quickly running through me while there's radio sounds for the Q2's laser code on the T-Pop. So go to CNTL on the top or upper left butt. CNTL L and LSS. You just changed the code for L. Hammer flight, pop up off your nose, 100 or 22 miles. Angels 1, flanking right.
Who's the 801 flying ahead?
Try and stick together, guys. If we don't, it's going to be very hard for a GCI to try and help you.
Stupid Guts, 2 ships. First ship 092, 56 miles, Angels 19, hot. Second ship 10059 miles, Angels
I get
1.
flare, RC. I'm not sure who's you.
First ship is faded.
I'm Fred from Leeds.
What's the splash one?
Good spot.
Okay, I got you.
Gonna give a bunch of flares because of my program.
Guy who shot off on the lead, can you come back and stop being unsociable, please, whoever you are?
Yeah, I'm a bit ahead because I'm loaded too lightly, so it's a bit hard to slow down.
Well, you don't have to be full throttle all the time.
Agent secure, 3 o'clock high for 18. Stupid Guts target area should be 097 for 36.
Speed check lead.
Hammer flight, pop-up, single ship, Bra 07824 miles, in the, Angels 5, cold.
Roger, Tonnen 075.
Group 105, 450 at 5,000, cold.
Whistler right off your nose, 21 miles, descending through Angels 4, cold.
I'm struggling to keep up with your RC at 182. I'm losing speed.
Okay, let me slow down. Stupid Guts, target's last known location, 09045 miles, Angels 3.5, cold.
This is like flying in a slow motion with these planes. It's so relaxing. I've never been so relaxed. Everything you get about 10 minutes to do.
Okay, you can just slow down to 170.
Nice flying, number 2 man, whoever you are.
Which number 2?
You know what, RC? This is perfect time for you to put your jazz radio station on, isn't it? Smooth jazz with RC. 4 o'clock in the morning.
Whistler, hostile turning hot to you at your 9 o'clock, bra 05428 miles, Angels 5. Hot. I'm at 3 right. At tomorrow. Stupid Guts, same hostile, bra 08337 miles, Angels 5. Hot to you.
100-450 at 5,000. Hot.
Grumpmeister, 07227 miles, Angels 5. Hot.
Spike cap. Oversplash, oversplash.
Galley, moving to engage.
Ignore it.
SA6.
It's just oversplash. We're nowhere near SE6, guys.
I'm slowing down here. We're gonna have to speed it up. Yeah, we're approaching stall speed here.
I've lost which one's RC again.
Hostile tracking northwest now.
Climb, so I'm gonna lower it down a bit.
Stupid Guts target area should be 097 for 36.
Yep, I'm stalling. I'm gonna have to level it out.
Same here. Yep.
Have to go with about a 2 or 3 degree climb here.
Yeah, well, we've only got 7,000 to go, and we've got a long way to go, so...
Yeah, I can't keep up the speed at this altitude.
The TAD scale of 80, does that mean 80 from the centre to the outer circle?
Believe so, yeah.
Enfield 1-3, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 435 at 6,000.
Magic, Harrier flight approaching Sakumi, request for permission to proceed to target area. Whistler, splash 2. Harrier flight target area appears to be clear. Of all air target area. Harrier flight pushing target area. You don't need to know splash is ungoable.
Okay, looks like we're about 40 miles away from the border, which is the Zug Didi River, guys. Use the Zug Didi River as a border. Find it in your TADs with 80 mile scale.
All flights clear.
Oh, there we go.
Magic cap.
1, Uzi 1-4.
Cover Magic.
The A-10s are reaching the area. Just need to know the situation with the hostiles and air cover.
2 hostiles splashed, air cover is established, skies are clear.
Thank you. I don't think we're in range of that spike, guys. I think it's just oversplash. That said, if you do have jammers, use them. Tally Phoenixes, 1 o'clock.
Texaco 1-1, Uzi 1-1. Request rejoin 1-1, Uzi.
Oh, people are refueling already.
Dragon, I see contrail about Golf Hotel 22. There's a miss on that, guys. Yeah, don't worry, Wildcat's on it. We've got 2 magnums out.
1-1, Uzi 1-1. Request rejoin.
Skies look clean, Magic. Keep us appraised.
Proceed to pre-contact at 20.
Roger, skies are clean.
300.
Bullseye. You'll see Bullseye at the beginning of the target area, guys.
Skill Magic, well, skies are clean. I'm just going to top off at the tanker. Just let me know there.
Bullseye, 30 miles. 30 miles. Cap's breaking formation. I'm going to start through my looking glass, guys. Combat time.
Ready. I got the.
For God's sake, don't hit Jolly's friendly unit.
All aircraft is Wildcat. We have 2 times SA6 is down, 2 times SA6 is remaining.
It's artillery.
Yeah, do not shoot artillery. Our side of the Zugdidi River. And Jolly, stay our side of the Zugdidi River. Otherwise you'll get targeted by friendlies.
links for deconfliction.
Yeah, got it.
Green X's over my...
Okay, we see you as green X's, lovely.
Ready, pre-contact.
So take the green X's.
Love the B Diddy River.
Green X's are friendly units.
Yeah, random.
Pre-contact.
Man, getting altitude in this thing is like really hard.
Support rejoin. The further you go, the harder it is.
Come on, little plane.
I got to 27 a few minutes ago.
Proceed to pre-contact.
One, we saw the rolling in.
Texaco 1-1. Uzi 1-4. Request rejoin.
I see something over there. Oh, we're merging with the tankers. I see the tankers.
Texaco 1-1. Uzi 1-4. Request rejoin.
Spike, but we're way away from the Zug Diddy River, so I'm not too worried.
Spike, SO6.
Ready, pre-contact. Pre-contact at 20,000 at 300.
Who's that refueling? I think it's an F-15.
Ready, pre-contact.
Yeah, it's Grump.
Pre-contact.
Roger.
Ready, pre-contact. Return for rejoin.
Tankers headed over the AO, be advised.
Uzi 1-1.
Cap Angels 20.
Proceed to pre-contact. Ready, pre-contact. 300.
All station choppers are taking off. Yeah, SO6.
Sorry, choppers, I forgot all about you. Good luck.
Return pre-contact. Ready, pre-contact.
SA6 out.
Ready, pre-contact. Clear contact. Ready, pre-contact. Return pre-contact. Ready, pre-contact. Texaco 1-1. Uzi 1-2. Request rejoin.
I'll see. How do I go on IR lock?
Uzi 1-2. Texaco 1-1. Proceed to pre-contact. 20,000. That's your boat switch.
You. Hey, baby.
You're talking about going to FLIR?
Yeah, I got it. Jolly, I've already found the first pack that we need to destroy. It's a grid square. Tell me when you're ready to accept.
Roger, ready for fire mission, send it.
MGRS coordinates 58057 32154. Read back.
Ready, pre-contact.
Roger, I've copied. Chart Kilo November 58057 32154.
Rod, perfect. The FARP looks about 500 feet in diameter. Spread and fire for effect immediately.
Roger, stand by.
It's going to be sexy, boys.
Ready, pre-contact.
I'm preventing a speed there, and I'm happy to share it.
Return pre-contact.
Already have it, thanks.
Yep. Just remember, guys, there are live SA6s, so not too close, please. Harriers are refueling as well. Jollery, let me know when the missiles are in flight, please.
Well, I got through the Wildcat flight. We have destroyed all 4 SA6 sites.
Well done. If you want, go RTB and go get some air to ground.
Negative, we've already got air to ground. We're going to start hunting SA-13s.
Remember the hard deck for the SA-13. Guys, how do you know your distance to your speed?
You should have it in your TGP if you
Yeah, I got it. 13 miles, thank you. Confirm all members of my team are above Angels 20 now.
Hello.
Okay, no further restrictions then. Prosecute. How is that?
Enemy missile launch. Oh, that's a war cry of ours.
Missed a missile warning. I've got an NWS. Oh, it might be friendly, mightn't it?
Magic, registration. Oh, tanks are engaging the arty.
Jolly, I just got a call that hostile tanks have broken through and are attacking your arty. Read back.
I don't see anything happening on my guys.
Just keep an eye on their health bars and etc.
Roger.
Good kill. Okay, Cap's going into autopilot above target. Bing. Chandler, bing.
We should still have a couple of hostiles up there. Is the picture still looking clean?
Ground picture is clean.
Thank you, Magic.
Tail, Cap, what do you see out there?
Currently spotting an enemy T-90s flaring 2 times above them.
Man, do you have eyes on the enemy tank moving in on our artillery units?
Nice.
War crime.
Howdy, war crimes. That's a miss. Ooh. Go on, get him, boys. Get him. Haha, get some, baby. Well done. Good work.
Mike, man, make sure you're not taking friendly side.
14.
All flights, picture is clean.
Shot over.
Missed.
Anyone spotting anything at all?
Hello, tally tanks. Rounds complete.
Get him, hello. Thank you, Jolly.
Hello.
Oh, in the face! In the face!
Okay.
It's beautiful, Jolly.
This is Willie Pete.
It's beautiful. Grid square annihilated. Excellent fire mission. Stand by for further orders.
Roger, stand by.
If you get your next guys into a position to fire to cut down response time.
Roger.
Beautiful. Ha ha ha. Shoot.
Hello, engaging enemy tanks.
Roger, you do that. I'm going to look for the next bunch of...
You're the furthest east. How's the lookout there? Say again? You're the furthest out east. How's it look back there? How about rifle?
20 artillery pieces down.
Not seeing too much. Ephraim, watch those canyons. We still have some red 4 unaccounted for. Roger.
Taylor, are you flying by the river?
Which river?
Sugdiddy River. It might be someone else.
Saber flight. Picture is clean. Prosecute ground targets at your discretion.
Jolly, next group spotted. Stand by for coordinates.
Send it.
New coords are 5, 6, 8, 6, 4, 2, 9, 8, 3, 3.
Ready for contact.
Copy. Scoop Dougie, hostile airbase 111, 17 miles.
Roger, all good, and the FARP is about 500 feet again, diameter. Good luck.
Roger, stand by. Magic Taylor is requesting Budo. Tail picture is clean.
Oh, goddammit, they better not be in my group. Oh, good. That's gonna miss. No, it's not. Ooh, unlucky, sir.
Hello, rifle.
What have we found there, Elo?
Tanks.
Good man. Get those moving targets.
Copy that. Rifle deploy.
Nice.
Jack.
Contact.
Hello, guns. Check.
We're down. It's already dead, son.
Wildcat, we've been hunting for targets in the area but haven't found anything. Do you have any coordinates for us?
Yes, but I've got MLRS coming on these coordinates. Yes, but I've just got coordinates, but I've got MLRS coming onto these. All of your targets are scattered in a 20 by 20 box and are moving targets.
Ready for
Have you got T-pods?
We've got WMD pods. The moving targets might be a little bit tricky, but once we get the lead vehicle, we can attack them with other ordnance.
It's going to be hard. They're going to be hiding behind things. They're going to be in single ships. So it's going to be hard to find them.
Somebody we're just going now.
Jolly, progress on rounds.
Somebody just got shot down. We're still flying there on the side level. Sorry, 9 seconds. A very target rich environment where Never was shot down. I have a great suspicion that MiG-21 is doing a home run.
Good shot. Good shot. Well done. Oh, her a gal. Hear a gal. Is that you gowing, hello? I hear a gal going off.
No, that wasn't me. That was someone else.
All the pay. Ooh. That's not how you fire them, mate. Miss. That's how you do it. Good kill. Well done.
Shot.
Oh, here it goes. Rounds out, following rounds. It's gonna be beautiful. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's gonna be good.
Rounds complete.
Oh, the destruction.
Hello, Tally. Rifle.
Oh. Grid square vaporized.
Sam out.
Ah, look at it, it's chasing a car.
Rocket.
It's chasing a car. Ah, ah.
Check.
All units
I found them, boys. I found some tank.
They're human-controlled tanks. They're coming for our arty. They're human-controlled tanks.
Roger, got a clear.
No, they're going to be moving. They're no good for you, Jolly. But I'll let you know if they get danger close.
All flights pop up 2-ship out of their airbase. I can't track them. Whoever dropped that cluster, you missed them.
Cap searching for new targets. All units, 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. Ah, shit.
2-5, copy. Element hot.
Enfield 1-3, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 136-425 at 1,000 knots.
Farm traffic, Cypher inbound for vertical landing in a Harrier.
I'm snipping down to finish off a couple of units I found. Stand by.
What's their pop-up? In the weed. Magic House to Sky Shooting Blind Grizzly. Everyone Gates, SA9.
Yep, same man, get the hell out of it. Drop and flare, drop and flare.
Everyone hot, gun.
You're unstoppable, Ella.
Well, they're all over me. I need some help over here. I don't. I'm coming.
Return pre-contact.
Just like 6 missiles at night.
How do I select my weapon? I say I've forgotten. Shit.
Ready, pre-contact.
Oh, make it soy, make it soy, make it soy. I got you, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Ready, pre-contact. Enfield 1-3.
Whistler, merge, make 21.
157.
Pull up, pull up.
7,000. Call. Enfield 1-3. Overlord.
Everyone hot, gun.
158. 423. At
Altitude.
Return pre-contact.
Rockets are useless.
Shit, I'm hit.
Someone go get that MiG.
Whistler, where are you located? Rolling in with a Harrier. Where's the... I don't know. Where are you, Whistler? Last Whistler was seen was 159 from bullseye 17 miles, south of bullseye for 17. Hello, wind hot, gone.
Return pre-contact.
Jesus, that's...
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude. Pull up, pull up.
That's a big gun.
Return pre-contact.
And medic cover splashed at MiG. I'm resuming cast.
Clear contact.
Copy, radar still included in your area. LMK is SA9.
Pull up, pull up.
Field 1-3.
Boom in the face. That's beautiful.
420.
Pull up, pull up.
2,500.
Ah!
Altitude, altitude.
Keep it busy, Yellow. It's allowing me to kill loads of ground shit.
Where's F-16?
Jolly, found your
Magic,
next...
we just lost chopsticks at your 10 o'clock, 6
I've got a target for you. I'm just getting in line to send the data.
Say call sign again. Tail is requesting bogey dope. Tail, no bogeys on scope, so we just lost chopsticks 166 for 19 miles. Copy that, heading over.
Pull up.
Roger, this is Charles. We got a bunch of anti-aircraft units, SA9 and 16, over. Obi Grump, danger close, MiG-21 underneath. Missile, could you effectively hit that last known location? Scale, last known location was at your 3 o'clock, 5 miles. Roger. Correction, KN 6-1.
Enfield 1-3. Overlord 1-1. Bra 152. 422 at 8,000. Flanking.
Okay, Jolly, you ready for chords?
16, buddy spike, just type F5. Roger, send it.
5, 8, 8, 7, 7, 3, 3, 3, 4, 1. Same fire mission as last time.
Roger, I copy 5, 8, 8, 7, 7, 3, 3, 3, 4, 1. I'll copy merge,
Correct.
Copy tail, furball, off your nose, 7 miles, about your 1 o'clock. Scale your merge with Obi. Katie's running into support dope. Leighton, Mike on command, apparently hostile 160, 12 miles. Shortly launching. Round Angels 4. Furball. Smash.
Well done. That's our tail. Ooh, there's a lot of shit going on over there. A lot of shit going on over there.
Confirm splash. Helis RTB. Confirm hostile is splashed. Magic Grump, confirm hostile splashed. Yeah, good on, so. Good bomb, river copy, skies are clear.
Pull up, pull up.
Contact. Transfer complete. Disconnect.
Pull up. Pull up. Altitude. Altitude.
ETA 2 rounds, Jolly.
Rogers around.
Texaco 1-1. Uzi 1-1. Request rejoin.
Ah, right.
Uzi 1-1. Texaco 1-1. Proceed to pre-contact at 20,000 at 300.
All that A10s, how we doing, boys?
I'm hit, but I'm still up. Good.
Roger. All units.
Cap, I'm just talking for me.
All units. 5 minutes. 5 minutes to go. For the RTB, we'll go to Granada because it's close.
0-0.
Right, look for some more baddies.
Sand splashes in the water by the bridge.
Hello.
Artillery. Those enemy.
Hello, if you can find me, I've found a moving tank I need you to come and help me kill. I've got no ordnance. Just find me.
Ready, recontact.
Clear to contact.
Okay, Cap. To your north, I'm smoking.
Right, I'm going down on the target now. Shit, I've just lost him. I've just this minute lost him. The hell is he?
Hey, Tyler, you going low?
Yeah, I've just taken my eye. Oh, found him. Found him.
Picture's clean at this time. Master picture is clean at this time. Roger, Magic, show Gruntmeister RTB tasking complete. Drop a flare when you're over. Copy, Gruntmeister.
I'll drop one on that.
292, 42 miles.
Rifle.
Roger that, Magic. Thank you. Have a good day.
I need your big gun in here.
Pull up. Pull up. Altitude. Altitude.
Shit.
Report rejoin.
Marky,
You see him?
trying to get comms with the K-15 to your 10 o'clock.
Okay, get him. How are the rounds, Jolly?
Hello, moving in hot.
Rounds sent. Oh, it's Sally, hello.
45 seconds.
Thank you. Super Elo on speed.
Dragon fire.
What happened to the bomb? Hello.
Up to the what?
The bomb just disappeared. How embarrassing. Oh, was that a CBU?
Shot over.
Thank you. Oh. Well done, hello. I'm just watching some RT go in, then we'll go hunting again.
Negative, I'm Winchester.
Roger.
Actually, I got 120.
Steel rain coming in. Oh baby. Oh baby.
Sounds complete. Hello, Lagner.
Bridge scale vaporized, going into cleanup.
Traffic, Gruntmeister inbound from the southeast, 25 miles for a full stop, runway 33.
Pull up. Pull up.
Yes, Sam, baby.
Texaco 1-1. Uzi 1-3.
Altitude. Altitude.
Well done, Jolly. I think that's all of the groups we found now. You can get the evac to Sukumi. Farp, sorry. Take them back to Farp.
Re-entry. We've got a lot of flights coming into Gadara. Roger, battery back. Pull it back.
A10s, we've got 10 minutes to get back to Guadada, so 2 more minutes fighting the 8 minutes RTB to Guadada. All units, 10 minutes, think about RTBing, please. To Guadada.
Pull up, pull up.
Keep dragging fire. I got 1 platoon left if you need it.
Altitude, altitude. Altitude, altitude.
Don't crash, don't you crash, don't you dare crash! Whoa, no! God damn it.
Magic Marquee, can you confirm that there are friendly ground forces in the vicinity to the west of the AO? I don't have my own ground frozen. Okay, we're all frozen then, hey? My game's just completely crashed.
God damn it.
Well, that seems to be like what happened. Lot ATC down.
Server's down.
Yep, server crashed.
Let's debrief in a typical fashion. I've got no way of really making video from this because our track views are pretty much corrupt. So, what we're going to do is go group to group, who you are, what your mission was, and what actually happened. And we can try and piece together what happened. Starting with Hammer, send.
We were combined me, Skill, and Grump. Grump did a very fine job watching the AWACS. Caught a MiG-19 and a MiG-15 out in the open towards the north. Picked them both with a Phoenix. The MiG-21s didn't show up immediately, so we figured they'd be trying some kind of sneakiness, and we were right. We were expecting either canyons or direct up the front with the rivers, and they came up the middle. I did manage to get them painted on radar, but Jester, being the twat he is, decided to not lock them, and when I palled, he called a buddy on one of them.
Yeah, does that.
That was that. I got merged with the 21s, called it out, got hit, and my buddies in various forms, F-15 and Tail and an F-5, I believe.
Me and a Harrier.
As long as you stop the ground pounders getting shot, then you've done your job. Anything else from Hammer? Okay. Grump, did you successfully refuel? I saw you trying.
I was going to do that, but I saw how much time we had left and decided not to.
All right, a
lot of that I was just trying to merge up with the E2, but he was flying too slow and too tight a turn. I couldn't keep up with him, so I just did my own little orbit around him.
Roger.
But it was kind of disappointing watching one of my kills get taken from me. Thanks, Whistler.
Let's have Saber. What was your mission and what did you actually get up to?
We took off with intent to do cap, then Tomcats kind of beat us to it. So then we went back to get some CBUs. Dove got a couple kills. I don't know if anybody else did. And then everybody died except me.
Oh, what did you die to?
Baird.
Idiot.
Okay, Dove crashed. Chopsticks, what happened? I think Chopsticks got shot down.
I got in a furball and it kept locking the friendlies and not the MiG, and then the MiG somehow got behind me when I lost it in sun.
Wow. Redfall.
The MiG. The MiG won the turn fight.
I locked up cover now because he flew right between the two, and I was like, oh, well, that's not a MiG.
Such a weird fight for 21 to win a turn fight.
I'll wait till we get to our flight.
Yes,
to
please do.
unload.
Do you know why it's Signore? Because it's not the Signore show. You have to wait for your turn. Okay, Wildcat, what was your job and what did you actually get up to and who died?
So our job was to take down the SA-6s, which we did pretty quickly. It's only me and Tebro had the LD-10s, and then Big and Skay had GBUs and the sensor-fused weapons. So their job was to go after the SA-13s, should we find any. Whilst we took down the SA-6s, we struggled a little bit more to find the SA-13s, but I think we got off a few GBUs and a couple of the sensor fuse weapons, so took down a few then, and all RTB'd.
Well done. I mean, what I'm going to be doing a lot is we're not going to have, you know, silly bases set up waiting to be destroyed. We're going to have targets that are hidden / Oscar Mike. So you guys have got to figure out ways for the rest of the campaign to find those bad guys. My idea is splitting it up into grid squares and assigning each person a separate grid square to search, you know, like a 1 by 1 mile or something, and then T-pod that. So that's for you guys to go and figure out.
For Wildcat, we saw a whole bunch of tanks going into the buildings and trees, so I don't think we could have effectively bombed them.
Yeah, I mean, that is what is going to happen. I haven't really got the time to sit and, you know, make them do proper paths. So what I just do, and I don't want to put them on the roads because they'll be too easy, so I'm just driving them through space. Unfortunately, they will go through stuff, but so be it.
Yeah, don't go through the really dense forest. Going through towns and like shrubbery, that's okay, but the dense stuff you just can't see through at all.
All right. Stupid Guts, what did you get up to? Oh, did you lose any FJ17s?
I don't believe so, or we might have lost beam to lag, but apart from that.
Right. Good discipline. Same question, Hornets.
We headed down behind the JFs, waited. We started orbiting to wait for them to engage the SA6s. We decided we'd have a, might as well, we stumbled on the tankers, so we thought might as well have a
drink.
I think one of us managed to figure out which tanker was which, but the other three, because all the tankers had the same name, it was kind of impossible to know which one we were talking to.
I've told you, go next to the one you want to refuel from, and it'll be at the top of the list.
But by that time, anyway, one of them had peeled off and headed over the SA6s, so we scratched that mission.
Did they get shot down? I forgot about that.
I don't know if it did or not. We broke off as it was heading into the danger zone. I think it may have been lucky, because I think it was about the same time as the Jeffs were engaging. So anywho, yeah, then we split up and started engaging, looking for SA-13s. We got a few things. I know Frisco and I got an SA-13 each. Stoat and Roadkill, I heard calls that they were shacking things. I don't know they were. And then towards the end, I ended up merged with the final MiG-21, who was sneaking underneath me, and got into a turn fight with him. Dodged 2 missiles at least, I think, and then Tail and an F-14 swooped in and saved me.
Well done. That's Tail. That's why we had him back. He does that, doesn't he? And a terrible little VWB. RC, can you drag Jolly back in? He's out again.
But even though the 21 didn't get me, it was kind of a mission kill because I ditched everything I had left to.
Yeah, sure. That's their job. That's their job.
So
thank you.
I would say that was successful because I had 3 air-to-ground weapons left, and then I ditched them all to get away from him. So yeah, and that was it for us, I think, unless anyone else has got anything to add.
Did you have any losses?
Yeah, I got pinged by a Stoat. I got pinged by a SA-13 right toward the end.
Yeah, I think everyone was getting a bit tetchy and wanted, getting impatient at the end, as you'd expect. And the hard deck kind of disappeared, didn't it? And everyone started going, including me. I started going in for guns in the end because I just wanted to kill stuff.
Yeah, and just one more thing to add for the Hornets. We struggled like mad with the T-pod and the Sun. It was almost impossible to read any of the DDIs, the MFDs. They were
that's a Wagner complaint, not a Cap complaint.
Well, I'm just saying, raising it.
I'll say, can you join Jolly in? Is he? I'll say Rage quit. Brilliant. I can't bring you in, Jolly, I'm afraid, and RC's gone, so I just have to listen. Right, next is Harriers. Wow, I didn't see a single Harrier during all of that, but what did Harrier get a cap to?
We got a couple SA-6s in the beginning with sidearms.
Oh, damn.
I know that Cypher and Tanky got quite a few kills. I couldn't, for the life of me, figure out how to shoot anything in it except for my sidearms and apparently my Sidewinder, and I ended up getting one of the MiG-21s at the end just because that's about all I'm good for.
Good job. Something. How many losses, Harriers?
None.
No, we didn't lose any Harriers.
Well done, boys. Next, Tail, man of the match by the sound of things. What did you get up to?
Bullshit. Firstly, I
flew around, tried to do some wild weasting, but no one didn't want to fire at me. So yeah, that was a waste. Then I headed up north because I was suspecting the MiGs turning up there because because they were literally gone all match, but they weren't. Then I get calls from the south and head south. Sees Signore doing some crazy shit in that MiG-21, which shouldn't be possible since he's defying Newton's law. And I just slapped my missile away straight into his.
When you have 20 teammates supporting you, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job.
A10s. A lot of you. I'll do mine first because I was kind of off my own bit. I was a FAC A and it worked pretty well. I found a bunch of bases. I mean, they were pretty easy to find bases and they weren't defended, but I was at 20,000 feet anyway. I got Jolly, our real life artillery man, to send Steel Rain M270 onto those targets, and he completely destroyed that. He's in the stream, but I can't get him in the chat at the moment. He says he also took out the bridges so that the tanks couldn't get over the Zugdidi River, which is great thinking. So because Signore and Co, whoever was driving the tanks, humans, would have got to our artillery otherwise. So well done, Jolly, for your first game. And we hope to see you in some more games. Next 8... and that was it. The game crashed, obviously. Otherwise, I didn't actually do anything. A10s, what do you guys get up to otherwise? I know Elo is being his usual heroic self, taking everything.
Yeah, I was trying looking. It was difficult because nobody was really shooting at first, and then I had to break the 20,000. I had to go on attack, and get down and dirty with them. So I found a group of MLRSs, took those out. Few tanks. Then somebody kept shooting at me in a goddamn striller. So I took 2 of those out. SA6. Then I got hit by something, started smoking. And then the boys just started coming in and started putting in work.
We did. Well done. Any other stories and stuff from the A10Cs?
Well, it turns out I couldn't find anything. I dropped 2 laser-guided bombs. Turns out my laser codes were invalid, and it didn't like it, and the MFDs didn't tell me that until the 3rd bomb. And then I decided to go low because I couldn't find anything and took a stroll to the face.
More job.
And I got 9 ground targets, but it was funny. For some reason, I was receiving you guys fine on SRS, but wasn't able to transmit. Somebody poked up saying they thought I was strafing friendlies on our side. No, those cheeky guys were running T-72s across the bridge, but I wasn't able to let you guys know.
Roger. Yeah, I was wondering when I found him, like, oh my god, I'm like, does he know he's really close to friendlies? I hope he's not shooting them.
Roger. Well done, guys. Okay, that was good work. Helicopters, again, didn't see you. What do you guys get up to?
Like we're here, the K-50 flight went southeast of the AO. We met a few ZSU there and a few tanks. We've got, I think, Red got 1 or 2 there. But we've been circled by another group of tanks. So we both went down. For the other UH-1 and Mi-8, I don't know. I will let them explain.
Oh, come on. I'm a Mi-8. I got shut down, of course. End of story.
Yeah.
So I was in a Hue. I guess I'm the lone survivor. I was following the K-50s and trying to do some scouting for them, and got shot at a lot, but lived. Did you guys actually hear my call for KN61 in the grid square on the north side? There's a lot of stuff there.
Was it on guard 243?
Correct.
Oh god, it was getting so chaotic at the end. I don't remember, but listen to the video when it comes out and see if you can hear it.
No, it was on 241.
That'll be why then. No.
But yes, I heard it.
Roger, that's not much use on 241. No.
Oops.
Okay. Anything else from the choppers?
No, I think we were timed really well. I think that actually worked really well that you guys came in and did the.
I think it's great.
The strikes. We came in to kind of do a mop up.
Yeah, because if you're still there when the SAMs are there, you're going to get wiped out. Big time.
Exactly.
Okay, before I hand it over to Red and everyone starts arguing, so that's going to be the flavour of what the campaign's going to be, guys. I don't particularly want to make it because I'm just not a very good mission maker and I don't have a great deal of time. If anyone wants to take over making this campaign, feel free to do so. You've got the idea of what it's like now. The idea is your weapons are now too powerful, so the enemy is going to go to ground. They're going to hide and do things like that. And if it's tough to do, that's tough. That's just how it is. So you guys have got to develop tactics now to somehow find those bad guys. Are you going to put a bunch of Humvee JTACs in to find them for you? Are you going to have someone that is literally just hovering with a long-lensed T-pod 50 miles away with an aspect ratio that makes it easier to find things? How are you guys going to get around this problem? So it's going to make you think, okay? So that's what we've got coming. So there won't be any more big bases sitting there to be destroyed. It's just not that kind of thing. Breads, off you go. Tell us, each of you individually, what you got up to.
Okay, I'll go real quick. So I just want to say I like this mission.
You like it?
We had to kind of think like insurgents with our lower tech, and we sent some people, in the tanks to go around, and we got some good we caught some of the MLRSs with their pants down and got a few kills.
Okay.
But then we got killed by them. But still, it was cool. We had to think of these things. And then we sent up like the MiG-15 and the MiG-19 at first, but kept the 21s in reserve, which was me and Seahorse. And we were waiting. Our target was the A-10s, but it just ended up being anything.
We were very well protected.
There was a shit ton of just fighting combat-ready airplanes up there that we just had to deal with more, higher priority. So we went after the most threatening jets we could find, and Seahorse killed an F-14 and I killed an F-16, and we were both shot down pretty quickly in that furball after that happened. I got a few other shots off on another guy, but they missed. We just brought our 60s, and other people were getting a lot of kills with the AAA, but I'll pass it off to the next guy. So.
Okay.
So, Talon, I was flying the MiG-19. So I took off fairly early, was flying up over the hills, trying to get into position to come out of the mountains. However, I underestimated how fast Tomcats are. And so while I was still fiddling with switches, I took a Phoenix to the face. So after that, I hopped in a T-90 and went on a little drive across the river. Found 3 MLRSs completely undefended. Shot. Then I wandered a little bit more down the river, found some of the 150mm artillery, had a bit of a gun battle with them, killed one of the SAMs that was protecting them, then unfortunately was taken out by the artillery before I managed to kill any of them. After that, I spent the rest of the match hopping around between AAA units and tanks, engaging whatever targets I could. I got very close to shooting down a KA-50 with a tank cannon. And yeah, that was about it. I don't think I actually hit anything for the rest of the match, but it was fun.
Well done. Excellent work. Next one.
Well, I guess me, Squirtle,
Sorry, I'm listening on the stream because my Discord's a bit slow.
I actually, just a quick note, I broke my joystick last week.
Embarrassing for you.
So, so I went into Combined Arms for the first time and did some quick learning on how to shoot the guns and stuff, and I ended up killing an MI8.
Poor old dragon.
Yeah. And then I also
thought it was a MiG-19 or something, because he was shooting at long bursts, and I know AI ground units don't do that, so I started waiting.
That's because it's a human.
MiG.
It was me, yes, and then I got into a T-90 and chased a Huey away, which was kind of fired a cannon at him. I think the shell of my 120mm cannon came within like 3 feet of his cockpit, so he's very lucky.
That was that.
Yeah. Other than that, I figured, I think the MLRSs, I imagine when they go over the radio, they're like, "Oh, someone help us!" That's when you're actually able to say, "Shut up, Jester." It's not Jester. It's your MLRSs were getting poked by T-90s.
Yeah.
So wasn't me though. I was chasing around Hueys and stuff and trying to get lucky shots, but
remember
you guys are flying up pretty high.
Remember, you can be SA13. Your best bet is getting an SA13, drive it to where we're all attacking. You just point it at us, press enter to lock on, and just start pummeling.
Yeah, it didn't work.
We couldn't control the SA13s for some reason. We could only use the ZSUs and the tanks.
Yeah, I must have screwed up making them. That's why. So that's a thing
my
to
god!
remember.
If I would have had SA13s, that would have.
Well, you'll have it.
really
You'll have it
brutal.
next time. So we'll get that done. Yes. Anyone else on red?
I'm left, but nothing much to add. We wait on the runway for a while.
Sorry, I'm listening on the stream, so I'm with a bit of a delay.
Who is that?
My Discord's really, really lagging. Took off in the 15 with my twin Hindenburgs on. Got shot down by a Phoenix and ended up GCIing. I just wanted to mention Talonski's amazing T90 run straight into the.
That's good.
Into the
I have to
eye.
admit that was
pretty
very fun.
Yeah. And you're allowed to do it's dynamic. It's dynamic. You can do whatever you want. So if you're gonna want to do crazy stuff, go and do crazy stuff. So the Reds, you're not really here to get air-to-air kills and stuff like that. You're welcome to absolutely do whatever you want. But the main thing is disruption. So getting in between our MRSs and upsetting them made massive disruption. Good thinking. Upsetting just sending.
So cruel. I only had one gun armed.
Just sending something in that a fox in the chickens of the A10s that sends them all home. Great thing to do. Cool. Right. Any final thoughts? If you want to take over this campaign, let me know and I'll pass it on to you. Other than that, any final thoughts before I head off?
Well done, Reds.
Oh, sorry, we didn't know if we won.
Well done.
Has anyone got the scores? Anyone managed to count the units left?
32 smirks, and I can account for 8 T90s. Because there's 7 in attack view, and I know I killed 1 after
right,
attack view.
32. Well, there's 16 total, so that means we did the smirches and at least 8, but we need another 12, and I've got no proof of those. Anyone got a surviving attack view?
I'm actually looking at attack view. I see 1, 2, 3.
Let's go to the end, just the T90s.
6, 7. I see 8 living smirches on the attack view.
So that's good. Now for us, now for do the T90s, which will be roaming.
T90s, there's a lot of them.
Is there
not a
more?
lot. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 T90s.
17?
Still alive.
Yeah, well, we win then. That means you've killed 23 T90s out of 40. So well done. Just manage it, guys. So, and there's a time limit, obviously, on a DAS mission. Time limits go really quickly, you've noticed. So just did it. Well done, everyone. It'll get harder next time because that's just how it goes. And I'll see you guys later.
Copy that. Later, Cap.
See you, Cap.
See ya.